if you would unpack some elements of the verification mark for us. So let me ask you first, why is it focused specifically on ventilation and filtration?
That really is key to the whole process, Simon. And there are two well-established methods for removing aerosols in an indoor space. If the aerosol has an indoor source, then outdoor air is a diluent, lowering the concentration of the aerosol. And regardless of where the source of the aerosol is, filtration, either local or inside an HVAC system, will capture aerosol particles from the air. In combination, ventilation and filtration, these work together to really increase the aerosol removal, which is what we're aiming for.
Why is it focused on aerosols in the first place?
The intent of the program is to provide assurance that we can reoccupy our buildings with minimal managed risk of further contagion. We're all ready to get past that. COVID virus rides around on aerosol particles. So if you get the aerosol particles, you get the virus out, or at least get it down to manageable levels.
So my understanding is that this technology is using as a benchmark a 99% removal rate. Why is it focused on that number?
99% is half of what we're aiming for. The other half is the effective air change rate, which is the ventilation rate plus the internal filtration rate. Together, the 99% reduction in the test and the elevated air change rate are about equivalent to walking into a building with a mask on.
Well, I think that's key. If you can help our audience understand that it's like walking into a building with a mask on if you're down to that kind of level of reduction. I also understand that this verification mark tends to focus on high density areas. And maybe you could explain to us, Elliott, why that's so important.
Sure. First of all, in high density areas are defined as, reasonably small air spaces with two or more people in it. So it's not a football stadium by any means. The program seeks to focus on those areas because that's where the highest risk of transmission is, when you've got multiple people fairly close together for more than just a few minutes. So the testing the aerosol in those areas will give the biggest bang for the buck. Also, assuming the ventilation filtration strategy for those areas is also deployed throughout the facility, which is part of the desktop review, then the aerosol reduction benefits in those other areas that are not tested should be similar. But the extra testing would add cost, but not really much additional value. So it's the reason we're focusing on those areas, but by extension, it should apply to other areas within the defined space.